Let's get to tonight's marquee games. And the NBA is the big headliner tonight with the 7-seed games. The first one, though, in the Western Conference, the late night game, but obviously the game that I think we're all looking forward to. No disrespect to Hawks Magic, but I guess all disrespect to Hawks Magic, like if we're being completely honest. Grizzlies at the Warriors. Right now, looking at the betting market over at BetMGM, Golden State is now a 6.5 point favorite, total at 227.5. You can get Memphis plus 240 on the money line. Once again, as we said at the top of this hour, Steph Curry was holding, or it's not holding, but he had a wrap on his shooting hand at shoot around earlier today. Steph is going to play in the game. Like, he's not on the injury report, but just something to monitor, something to keep in mind before betting this game. From the stakes standpoint, like, it's clear. The winner of this game goes ahead and takes on the Houston Rockets in the first round. So the winner goes to Houston. The loser gets to host the 8-seed game Friday night. So that's why it's a little bit advantageous to play in the 7-8 game. Like, you might have to play multiple games, but I guess all the playing teams do unless you win your first one on this Tuesday. But the loser at least has in their back pocket a home game against the winner of tomorrow night's Western Conference game between Sacramento and Dallas. So it's not do or die, but it is important, and it is a chance to play yourself in to the Final 8 winner taking on the Houston Rockets. For me, from a betting standpoint, though, side and total, like, I think are fine. If anything, like, I would try to put the Warriors into some moneyline parlays. Like, I'm looking at right now the best moneyline price, minus 280 at a pretty sharp sports book not too far from me here in Las Vegas. That's the best moneyline price that I see right now. If you want to lay the minus 280, I don't hate that. Or if you want to put that into some parlays with some stuff later on this weekend with like the RBC Heritage or some other games, like game ones that we're going to get on Saturday, I think that's a way to attack this. The way that I'm going to attack this, though, is by betting Steph Curry over 4.5 rebounds. I'm going to bet Steph Curry's rebounds prop because I think it's just a little bit deflated and going more so based off of what he did this regular season. If you look at Steph Curry in postseason play, in the playoffs, Steph Curry usually averages around like 5.5 rebounds. And in fact, he has multiple playoff runs averaging a little over 6 rebounds per game. Once the playoffs are in there, like, it's a little bit more of a defensive-minded kind of approach. The star players play a little bit more, so you got to factor that in as well from a prop standpoint. This is why a lot of the props are boosted up a little bit. Like, Steph's points props around like 28.5 tonight, when it's usually in like that 24.5 range. But let's avoid the points. Let's go to the rebounds. I also think Golden State's defense, and with the total getting a little bit lower, maybe a little bit of some missed shots as well. So I like Steph Curry over on his rebounds in tonight's game between the Grizzlies and the Warriors. The Hawks and the Magic, that's the matinee game in Orlando. The Magic right now, 5.5 point favorites, total sitting at 218.5. No real injury news with this game. Of course, the winner will take on the Boston Celtics in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The loser will host either the Miami Heat or the Chicago Bulls in Friday night's 8-seed game. So once again, the winner, like, shoot, I mean, you might have a better chance to beat Cleveland than Boston, in my opinion, but I guess you're of course going to gun for this one to play one fewer game heading into the postseason, but I don't think whoever wins this game will be long for the NBA playoffs. Two really, really young teams. Orlando got a little bit of experience last year losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 7 games, but I think whoever wins this game, see you later. Quick work done by the Boston Celtics. Celtics in 5. Or maybe even Celtics in 4 against either of these teams. But it's a fun game to bet, and I'm going to be betting the under in this game. I think we're just going to get a slower pace game. Orlando's defense is what I trust the most in this game. Don't really want to lay the 5.5. I think even though that we've seen a little bit of movement coming in on the under initially, there's been quite a bit of over money over the last like 12 to 24 hours. I'll play against that. I think now we are back in range of betting an under in this game between the Hawks and the Magic. So under for me in the first game, Hawks Magic, and it'll be Steph Curry over 4.5 rebounds in the late night game between the Grizzlies and the Warriors.